Today we're going to talk about how to be obsessed or be average. Joining us is the CEO of the Cardone Group, the man himself, Grant Cardone. I'm Mark Lack. This is Business Rockstars. We're here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. Grant, welcome to the show, brother.
Mark, you said, hey, Grant, what do you want to talk about today? And I said, be obsessed or be average, because I'm obsessed.
Well, tell us about your new book that's coming out.
Well, dude, look. This book is really my life work. It's about what I tapped into to turn around a life that was just going down the tubes, and how I turned my dark, ugly, weakest moments into the thing that literally pulled me out of the pits and the bottoms of life, and have allowed me to create 5 businesses now, stay obsessed with those, as well as and continue to expand during economic misfortunes, during technology disruptions, while having 2 children, beautiful marriage, creating the life I want, and continue to take care of myself.
Well, Grant, you're obviously an inspiration and very successful, but there's so many people out there that haven't achieved that. They haven't yet overcome the things that you just shared. So what's your advice for either the entrepreneur or the aspiring entrepreneur who's still struggling with those things?
You got to separate yourself from average people. I mean, like, you got to make a list. In the book, I talk about, look, make a list of people that are obsessed and people that are average, and you're going to end up with very few friends.
So how can people
I don't even know, Mark, if me and you could be friends, man.
I don't think we can, Grant.
Dude. So like really, the people need to get, you need to decide who your army is, okay? What your mission is, and how bad do you want to win it? Look, if you don't want to win the game of life, if you don't want to have an exceptional, unbelievable life, then go sit on the sidelines and leave it to guys like me. I know people are going to find that like ugly and mean. I'm not running for freaking president. I don't need people to like me. I need to take care of me. I need to take care of my wife. I need to take care of my kids. This is not a popularity contest like in high school.
Well, I think a lot of people, or almost everybody, ultimately wants those things. They want the health, they want the wealth, they want the great relationships, they want to have a great life, but most people still struggle to take action. Why do you think that is?
I think most people have not really decided what they want. They're looking around, they're basing their life based on the lives they see of average people around them, or people in worse conditions. I know a lot of people that barely have anything, the entire middle class in America. I know guys making $200,000 a year. They have no money at the end of a year. Zero money, zero. They have nothing, dude. The guy's out there pounding, doing a job he hates, making $200K. And the way he makes sense of it, he's like, yeah, but man, I got a Jaguar. I got me a car. The kids are in school. I don't have any money, but I'm better off than somebody in Afghanistan. And he couldn't find Afghanistan on a map if you gave it to him. So the point of that is people don't, like people are making sense of what they have based on what other people don't have, rather than what you're capable of, okay? And if you get really honest with yourself, me, Mark, you, if we get honest with ourselves and say, hey, we're taking a steam, we're feeling good, we just finished a workout, are we capable of doing more than we're doing right now? And the answer, while we're doing this steam, me and your buddies, we're getting honest, yes. Could the marriage be better? Yes. Could the kids be better? Yes. Could the money be better? Yes. Then, dude, what's holding you back? Okay? It's average people. You're hanging around. You guys are spending time with people that are not rock stars. And that's why Business Rockstars is so important, man. You know, Mick Jagger, bro, when he was a kid, breaking out is different than what he's doing now. Still working the road, still pounding it out, still banking money. The Elon Musk, the Steve Jobs, who are you hanging around? Who are you studying? Who do you listen to?
You got to be obsessed or you're going to be average. CEO of the Cardone Group, Grant Cardone's joining us. I'm Mark Lack. This is Business Rockstars. We're here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. Grant, I finished reading your book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. What do I take away from it?
Dude, it's going to change your life, bro. You're never going back to the dark side. Okay? And everything that is not shining bright rainbows, then you're living the dark side. If your life is not every day freaking full of juice and jack and excitement and new big massive problems, then just remember Grant Cardone said, you are average. And average is the death of the rock star.
Definitely agree, brother. So look, you and I both know, and I think a lot of people may disagree with this, but you and I know that change happens in an instant. So I want to go back to where you were struggling and when you were in that season of adversity. Ultimately, what happened? What was the shift in your mindset that allowed you to make the shift, to take action, to get to where you are today?
I quit listening. I finally got it that the people that most cared for me, and I talk about this in a chapter of the book, don't fear the haters. Fear the naysayers. Fear the people close to you, the loved, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your brother, your sister. The people around you that have quit are going to try to make sense of average to you. You know, I remember my mom telling me one day, I was probably 19 years old, and she's like, Grant, and I got these big ideas, Mark. I got these big, giant ideas. And my mom says, that's good, that's great. You know how a parent does, that's good, that's great. And and then she adds this, I love you just the way you are. Okay, it's that condemnation that like, dude, you don't need to change. And the truth is, you know what? It didn't matter whether my mommy loved me just the way I was. I didn't love me just the way I was. I knew I could do more. Okay, it wasn't at football. I quit football. I didn't make the baseball team. Okay, but I knew there was something, man. So when I quit making sense of my failures and started becoming obsessed with my dreams. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to write books. I wanted to get rich. I wanted the hottest chick. When I started embracing these obsessions, these dreams, these fantasies that I had, dude, my whole life changed. And it changed in an instant, just like you said.
Well, most people typically struggle with their biggest fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. You obviously learned how to reframe that and make that no longer something that you were afraid of, but rather it fueled you to have a better life. For the person out there who is still afraid of rejection, still afraid of not being enough, still afraid of failure and has a negative association to that word, what do you tell that person? As one of the top sales experts in the world.
Feed the beast, baby. Starve the doubt. The big sale that you need to make is to yourself, okay? The fact that you fear rejection, hey, you're rejecting yourself. This isn't about other people rejecting you. You're literally, it's a weird phenomenon, dude. It's like throwing a boomerang out and it comes back and hits you in the face. Okay?
So you're a reflection of what you're thinking and feeling and believing.
You're like, I fear rejection from other people, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reject myself. People that hate on me, like, oh my God, he's showing off his plane. Okay, dude, why are you hating on me for having a plane? Okay,
yeah,
okay, you know why? Because you quit on a plane. Why would your dad say you don't need to make all that money? Kids on Wall Street, he's making $1 million a year, and he tells his dad, I made $1 million in 10 months, and his dad says, you don't need to make that money. That money's not going to make you happy, and you're like, how would you know, bro? You never made $1 million in 10 months. You've never made $1 million in 10 years because your dad quit on making $1 million. So the people that hate on you are not talking about you. They're talking about themselves, like that boomerang.
Well, let's get deep for a second here, Grant. I know you have
Don't go deep, man. Mark, don't go deep, dude. It's dangerous there.
All right, well, we're going to just try it for 1 second and see how it feels, Grant.
Whoa. Better to give than to receive, bruh.
Hey, you're a father, Grant, so I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you couldn't leave anything, none of your real estate assets, no money, you couldn't leave anything to your children but one piece of advice, what would that be?
Dude, just remember how daddy acted every day. It's all you got to remember, and you're going to be fine. See, I'm not a guy that says one thing on stage or in a book or on an interview, and then he's somebody else at home.
Yeah, no, you live it.
Dude, I'm the same guy all the time. I'm the same guy with my 5-year-old. My 5-year-old comes home one day and says, hey, Papa, you know, I need some candy. I said, baby, this ain't candy time. And she's like, that's not fair. I'm like, Lou, life ain't fair. Okay, my kids hear the same thing I tell my audience every day, which is the same thing I tell myself. I don't have a different story. I'm doing my life, okay? My 5-year-old was leaving for school the other day. I said, baby, I hope you learn a lot at school today. Maybe they'll teach you how to run one of the businesses. At 5 years old, she says, they won't. So I'm leaving, I'm leaving my kids what will be most beneficial to them, which is how I live my life. You know, I say what I want, dude. I do what I want. I go, if I make a mistake, I clean it up. I make mistakes all the time. And I'm a dangerous man. I teach my kids, be dangerous, man. Be dangerous. I teach my employees, be dangerous, okay? Be the most dangerous person in your environment. Don't be careful. Don't introvert. Don't make excuses, Okay? Be obsessed. If you got some freaking dark fantasies, bring them out in the light, bro. Bring them out, okay? Because if everybody knows about it, it'll lose its energy. And then you could focus all that energy on the positive thing in your life.
Well, Grant, I love your passion, brother. One last question for you. What do you feel like is one of the best habits or rituals you have that makes you so obsessed and hungry to achieve success and make an impact in the world?
I keep showing up doing things with guys like you, man, even when I don't want to, okay? I guarantee you 50% of the time I'm doing something I don't want to do. 50% of the time, bro, I show up. I'm coming to this interview. I'm like, shit, Mark, I don't want to be with Mark today at freaking.
I was saying the same thing looking at the prep sheet. I was like, Grant Cardone.
That's right.
Obsessed.
Me and you hating on each other, dude. And then when we finally get together, the next thing you know, you want to go deep on me, man. Okay? So you see what happened was I show up, dude, and me and you fall in love, man. You guys never know where you're going to find it, man. Show up. Show up for the dirty shit, dude. Show up for the stuff you hate. Show up in the gym when you don't want to, and I guarantee you're going to leave feeling like, you know what, freaking I feel better, baby.
I love the authenticity, Grant. Thanks for coming on the show and sharing your passion with our audience, brother.
Hey,
Where
Mark,
can people learn more about you and get the book?
Mark, you don't lack nothing, dude. You don't lack nothing, okay?
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, where can people find more about you and your book?
GrantCardone.com/obsessed. Okay, Barnes, Target, Books A Million, Amazon. It's already, I think it's number 1, number 2 on Amazon right now, and it hadn't even been released, man. Can't even get your hands on the damn thing.
I expect nothing less from Grant. Thanks for coming on the show, brother.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Awesome job,
I'm
Mark.